Hello, this is Bob Haberkorn from RJO Futures, coming to you from our Chicago office to talk today about gold, platinum, and silver right now. Uh, we get daily calls, a lot of interest right now in primarily gold. Some calls on silver, platinum's there as well. But right now, gold is trading north of 3,300 an ounce. Here, if you look at this chart right here, this is the June contract. We could see it trading at $3,312 per ounce. The high was back here a little while, a couple weeks back, all the way up to $3,500. Historic move. If you go back and look at this, gold, I can go all the way back here on this daily chart. Uh, it's been unbelievable, the moves that we've been seeing. $50 up, $100 up, $100 down, $50 down, back and forth. But the trend overall has been up. It's been pretty volatile. But if you were in gold for the last year and a half, 2 years, you're pretty happy right now. The problem right now is, though, trading at 3,300 is it too high to buy. A lot of investors, traders are hesitant right now to jump in and start buying gold when it's as high as it is, waiting for that pullback. I'm going to jump in at 2,900, 2,800, hear those numbers a lot. But, you hear the same thing when we were trading around $2,000. When is a good time to get into gold? And if you have deep pockets and you want to get in and hold it for a while, but you can withstand the volatility, that's one thing. Trying to pick a bottom in this market, for a weekly or a daily or a monthly is a tricky move. What I suggest you look at right now, and I've been talking to a lot of people about it, is look at silver right here. Silver's trading around $33 per ounce today. Look at platinum. Platinum's had a breakout over the last 2 days. Let me show you on the chart here right now what I'm looking at. If you can see, silver is consolidated here in a pretty good range over the last few weeks. This is a daily chart. Did have one pullback here back to 28, but right now it's been sideways, pretty quiet. You go back here, you look at platinum on this platinum chart. Platinum was consolidating too. It was on a daily chart. It's been hanging out. You can go all the way across here and see, it's had its ebbs and flows up and down, but generally it's been right around $1,000 an ounce. Opportunity here, when platinum's been below 1,000, I think your risk is very minimal to look to buy platinum. Today, this 2-day breakout has been woken platinum up. We're up about $100 here in 2 days. I expect to see this move to continue higher here. Historically, platinum trades close to the price of gold, if not higher than the price of gold. The problem why platinum right now is so low while gold is screaming higher is gold has benefited from the flight to safety trade, while platinum is not. I think as the year goes on and gold continues higher, platinum should, hitch itself onto the gold trade here and continue higher. Realistically, I think platinum, considering where gold is at, should be about 2,000. It's not. It's trading closer to 1,000, but I think there's a good opportunity here if you're hesitant to jump into gold right now. Same thing goes for silver here. Silver hasn't had a big breakout here, but I do anticipate another move to test these highs back here, where it tried to get above 36 but failed. I could see silver, as the year goes on, trading north of $40 per ounce. If you're looking for a safety asset, that's what gold is. U.S. Treasuries are a safety asset too. But you're seeing a reluctance to add to U.S. Treasuries recently. The yields are going up to attract investors, and gold is making all-time highs. Typically in this environment, if bond yields are high, gold would be up, elevated, but not as high, not making all-time highs. Because in a flight to safety, or when investors want to feel safe, they go to U.S. Treasuries. The problem is right now, deficits, spending, appears to be no end in sight. The bill that's moving through Congress right now, over the next 10 years, I believe I read it was $3 trillion added to the deficit. That's yet to be seen what that'll happen, how that'll play out. But there really is no appetite to cut spending in Washington from either parties. And I anticipate that to continue on into the next few years here, unless some crisis averts the spending. I think that's what it's going to take to cut down on that. But to protect yourself from the money printing, from the unknowns, that's gold, silver, platinum. And I think to jump in right now on gold isn't going to hurt you. But if you're looking for a bargain, probably a better asset right now that has upside, a lot of upside potential, look to silver and look to platinum. Um, you turn on the TV or you read right now that Costco is selling 1 ounce gold bars. They've been doing that for maybe 2 years now. I just read yesterday that they limit it to 2 ounces per day per purchaser. So it shows the demand that's there right now. A lot of people, when they look at silver, gold, platinum, they think it's just a matter of going down and finding your coin shop or gold, silver, physical broker and buying a few ounces here and there. What we do at RJO is we deal in the futures contracts. Futures contracts will give you a little more leverage in the market, uh, where if you bought a gold contract here through a company, through RJO Futures, you'd be controlling 100 ounces of gold. That's what each contract is worth. There's a mini contract that's 50 ounces, and then there's a micro contract that's 10 ounces. On silver, it's a 5,000 ounce contract. There is a mini silver, and there's also the platinum contract. Platinum is a 50 ounce contract. How do you do it? Well, you put up margin is what it's traded on. So to control 100 ounces of gold, you would put up the margin. I believe there is around $9,800 right now for one contract of gold. And you have to maintain the maintenance margin, which is around 8,000. Don't quote me on that. I don't have it right in front of me right here. Uh, Above your cash value, your account would have to stay above that to maintain that contract. Um, we could talk more about that later, about margins and what they entail. It's a quick phone call if you wanted to go over that. But by buying futures contracts comes more leverage and a better way to protect assets if they're sizable. Here, there is with silver, gold, and platinum risk. When you trade futures, there's risk, and I think if this is an avenue you're looking to do to protect yourself, it would be wise to call someone at RJO Futures. We have a team of brokers here that could assist you before you got into a trade to make sure you understand what the risk is associated with buying gold, silver, or platinum in the marketplace. It's not necessarily like buying a stock, where you can buy it and you're not trading on leverage. You can't trade stocks on leverage on margin, but with futures, it's all margin. You could go over with the broker what your risk, what your tolerance is for risk, how much you're looking to fund, and we could come up with a plan for you, whether it be with futures contracts or with option contracts, on how to give you exposure to precious metals during these unknown times, to help protect your portfolio and your assets. It's a big thing to be able to pick up the phone and call and talk to somebody. If a lot of other brokerage places that you may have an account at for your stock side don't offer that type of service where you could buy these types of futures contracts and just go about your day. You do have to keep an eye and monitor risk, but that's what the broker's for, and that's what we can provide for you here. Gold, there was a talk last week. I believe Goldman Sachs put out a letter that gold probably will see $4,000 an ounce by the early part of 2026. The fact that gold is being talked about, that's another $700 from where we're at here right now. And to me, if gold, in my opinion, gets to 4,000 an ounce, silver should at the very least be trading north of $50 an ounce. Platinum trading right now close to around 1,000 an ounce, I believe should be north of 2,000 if gold in fact does hit that 4,000 level. So if you're looking for a bargain, you're a little afraid right now to jump into gold at these elevated levels because a lot of people they feel like they're buying a top up here and it'll pull back, or you could buy it at 3,300 an ounce and we pull back to 2,900 an ounce. and you're down X amount of money, you get out of the position, and then the market does do what you want it to do. It can, these moves could scare you out of the market, but that's what we'd be here to manage risk. Uh, the downside right now in silver to me is much more limited versus gold, and in platinum as well. And I think there are great opportunities there. Let me go back one more time here. Just look at the silver chart here. It's sitting here. It's consolidated. It's really just a straight line here. This is a moving average, the 200-day right here. 200-day, we're slightly above it, but I expect to see this 200-day go higher here along with this market move out, up higher here. Platinum is starting to break out. Is this the breakout where we do see a move up to 1,500 to 2,000? Yet to be determined, but there is bargain hunting buying going into platinum, it feels like right now, because a reluctance to buy gold at 3,300 for right now. Keep an eye right now, though, on, watch gold and watch your risk if you're looking at this. And again, that goes back to talking to a broker, working with a professional on how to maintain positions and maintain risk. There's a lot of things we can do for an individual that's looking to get into precious metals and keep you in this trade and help you out with protection. I think if you have any questions, if you're looking for more information, you can call any of us here at RJO Futures. We'd be more than happy to help you. And as the year goes on into 2026, it would be wise to look to have this in your portfolio. Just in case. They say on conservatively 5 to 10% allocation right now into gold or precious metals. I don't think doing 15% right now, given the environment we're in, is going to hurt anyone. Something to be considered. Thanks for watching today. And again, any questions, please feel free to reach out to myself here at RJO Futures or any of us here at RJO Futures to go over what you're thinking and any questions you may have.